guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be getting into this fall look, which I created using the new Sonia Kashuk fall brush collection. I will link all of my regular Sonia Kashuk brush collection videos in the description box below, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this demo. Okay, you guys, so we're going to get into the actual review of this Sonia Kashuk fall brush set. Y'all know that I do this every year. I try to keep you guys up to date with Sonia Kashuk. Sonia Kashuk is no longer actually like Sonia Kashuk. I think it actually belongs to Target now. I said that in another video, but I just wanted to put that out there that this is officially a Target brand. This belongs to Target. So in the brush kit, you get 10 brushes. It comes with a large powder brush, a tapered brush, a dome blush brush, a fan highlighter brush, a conceal buffer brush, a large shadow shader brush, a small crease brush, an angled liner brush, a round smudger brush, and a dual lip brush. And it just comes with this design on there. It's kind of like a pearlescent kind of color with the white bristles. I like Sonia Kashuk brushes. You guys know this. Some of my favorite brushes are by Sonia Kashuk. I still use them to this day. I will link all of my other Sonia Kashuk brush reviews in the description box below, but I'm going to try to do a full face with these brushes today and see how they work out. I will not be using any other brush unless I really have to. Got my beauty blender here just in case, and I also have my Sigma F80 because it's my favorite, so just in case I really have to use something else. So today I'm going to start off with my brows, because there is an angled brush in the set. Actually, if you guys are not new to my channel, Sonia Kashuk brushes, like I said, are my favorite. And my first angled brush I used to use for my brows for about 3 years was by Sonia Kashuk, and I just retired it like less than a year ago. So I'm excited to use this brush because it's very, very thin, which is why I like the first brush to begin with that I used to use. So I'm going to attempt to do my brows with this brush. I will be using a gel product. Okay, so I got you guys pretty close so you can see the actual brow process. I will say that this brush is like really flimsy. Like it's got a lot of give to it, so I don't know if that'll work with my brows per se, because the brush is just kind of going everywhere. Yeah, see, it's getting, product is going where I don't want it to go. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so this is what I was able to create with the actual brush. I don't like this brush. It has way too much give, and it was kind of just going everywhere when I was trying to create the brow. Yeah, it's just not stiff enough. So one brush down so far. So I'm going to do the other brow off camera, and I'll be right back. My brows aren't what seems like it took a damn near 20 years because the brush is so flimsy. And actually, once I started using the brush, I had to actually just start spreading the product on with the brush because it's so flimsy and I just can't get it the way I want to. So I'm going to just put it out there that I don't like this brush, and I really don't like the way my brows look either. But we're going to keep going. So for foundation and everything, I will be going in with the Fenty Beauty Rihanna foundation. What is this? The Pro Filter Foundation. I have a full review on this collection. I'll link it below. I used the primer and also moisturize and prep my face already. So I'm going to jump right into foundation. I got my F80 right here if I need it, but I'm going to try to use one of these Sonia brushes. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I believe this brush is... this is the Dome Blush brush. Now, you don't have to use it for blush. You can use a brush for whatever you want to use it for. So, I'm going to try to use it for foundation. It is not that dense, so I do think it will not work. But we're going to give it a try. I'm also going to spray it with a little Mario Badescu just to kind of wake the bristles up. Apply my foundation. This brush is probably going to eat the fuck out of my foundation, but we're going to try. Okay, so this is with 3 pumps of foundation using this brush. Just like I thought, it did eat a lot of my product. Yes, it is a blush brush, but you don't have to always use a brush for what it's meant to be used for. You can use it for anything. Some blush brushes are really good at applying foundation, so I just want to put the brushes to the test. So yes, it did eat a lot of my foundation. It didn't go completely into the brush, but it did eat it up a lot. I used 3 pumps, which was more than enough on the review that I did on this foundation. And once I got to this cheek, it was just dry, and it was hard to get around, and it's still like skin peeking through. It just didn't give me the ultimate coverage that I want. And it actually kind of made this foundation matte. Like, it made it more matte. I don't know. I don't like this brush. Okay, so I'm going to use my beauty blender. Just use a couple of more pumps and finish out my face the way I want it to. And then we're going to move on to the next brush. Okay, so now that I got the ultimate coverage that I want, and even with using a beauty blender, which is a sponge which absorbs, it still gave me more coverage and just an overall better look. So that brush is not good for foundation. It's not versatile with creams. So I'm pretty sure it puts blush on just fine, but just not creams. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. I'm going to be going in with this brush right here, and I'm pretty sure this is the large shader brush. I don't know why they think that this is good for shadow. I would never use this for shadow, but I will use this to apply my concealer. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in the shade, I think this is 4.0. I love this concealer. And I'm going to apply this under my eyes. This brush is really good for cream products, which I'll assume that it would be. It gets really good on the nose the way you want it to. If you're into cream contour, I think you would really like this brush. I'm going to go in with this Tapered Dome brush to set everywhere that I highlighted. I'm going to take this same brush and go into my under eye powder and further set my under eye. This brush is okay. Like the other brushes, is really flimsy. So it's not picking up as much product because it's not as dense as most of my brushes are when I use them for powders. So it's not packing it on. It's more like a duster brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the big powder brush. And I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. You guys know that I will be using the Better Skin powder by Maybelline. It's picking up some product. You just got to kind of get it in there. Okay, so far I'm not like super in love with any of these brushes, to be honest. These are more like decor brushes, should I say. Like, a lot of them look very good and fancy. That's just the concept they have when they create their collection brushes, but like, they're still durable. You can still use them. Like, I use so many Sonia Kashuk brushes, it's ridiculous, but these are just not, they're just not good. I don't know. Only one I like so far is this concealer brush. But I'm going to keep going. I'll get into the end of all that when we get to the end of the video. So, yeah. I'm going to use this same little brush right here to do my bronzer. You guys know the bronzer that I'm going to use. Give me some. I will say I like this brush for bronzer because of the tapered tip. but it's not a brush that I would go to. It's just not. Move on to the eyes because I will attempt to use these eye brushes today, which actually I've never done. I used to use them for something else, but I will attempt to use the eye brushes. I'm going to go into this highlighting brush, which is, as you can see, is very flimsy. A lot of bristles on here, but they're not dense enough. It's a very fluffy brush, so I don't know how you're supposed to highlight without getting it all over your cheekbone, but we're going to try it out. I just have a feeling I'm not going to like it. So I got a lot of highlighters that I have not used on camera yet. I wanted to try out these highlighters for you guys. These are the Dose of Color highlighters in collaboration with Katie, Katie Luster Lux and Desi Perkins. And this is the packaging. Isn't it so... It's everything. It's everything. And these are the highlighters. This one is called Fuego and this one is called Mírame, which means look at me in Spanish. Look at me. So I'm going to try these two on one cheekbone. And then I also have the Sleek Makeup Highlighters. Y'all, the YouTube community has talked about these for years and years, and I don't know why I never pulled the trigger on them. I just don't like buying shit offline. It really irks me. I feel like I shouldn't have to wait for something that I want, that I'm buying. And they were in the UK. They aren't available in the US anymore on the Sleek Makeup website for some reason. And I'm thinking it's because these are now available at Ulta. So I picked these two up from Ulta. One is Solstice and one is Cleopatra's Kiss. So Solstice, Cleopatra's Kiss. So we're going to try these on the other cheekbone. So I guess it's kind of like a little highlight review. So I'm going to go into Mírame first with my brush. Since this is darker, I'm going to use this as my base. This is a very like creamy base highlighter, so I don't think this brush is going to really do it justice, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to start applying this to my cheekbone. Isn't it gorgeous? It looks wet. Like, they killed these highlighters. I've already used these highlighters before, by the way, if you can't tell. It actually picked this up really good, and I'm thinking because it is more of a cream based and these brushes are not as dense, but they're really fluffy. Remember how this brush was really good with the cream? I'm thinking this is really good because it's more of a cream. So maybe that's what it is, but it looks really good. Wet! My face is wet! And I'm going to go into Fuego, which means hot in Spanish. And I'm going to put that on top. Bitch. Yes. Yes! I'm going to go in a little bit right here and get that off my cheek. I don't like my cheeks to be glowy. Just the cheek bone. That looks so gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to try Sleek. I'm going to go in with the lightest palette first, which is the Solstice. Yep, Solstice palette. And I'm gravitating more towards this peachy one right here. And I'm going to flip my brush. I use this side. I'm going to use this side for this one. This is more powdery, and it's not even really... It's not really picking it up. Oh boy. Oh, bitch. Bitch, you better. Yeah, see, it's applying the highlighter kind of like patchy. It's very, very patchy. It's catching on some areas and it's not catching on the other areas. I don't know. This brush is not good. And that is bright as fuck. Okay. We're going to go over that because that is bright as fuck. This is Cleopatra's Kiss. I'm dipping into the top shade. It is barely... Let's just see. Oh, damn! Oh, bitch. Okay, so these highlighters are fucking bomb.com. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. Like, whoa. Tone that shit down. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to do an eye look with these brushes. I really don't have anything in mind. I've got like a tapered crease brush, like a really tapered crease brush, a little smudger brush, flat definer brush, or however you want to call it, and then it's just like this big buffer brush. Like, I don't know why companies make these type of brushes, but I'm gonna do just a quick eye look just to kind of see if they can perform. So I'm gonna go in with this big buffer brush and just take a brown eyeshadow and put this into the crease. Zoom you guys in. Okay, it's in the crease. It's picking up hella pigment, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. I like that. I'll put the name of the shadows in the description box. I will say that it's so thick and dense that when I'm trying to blend, it kind of like grip on my eye. Like, it's like heavy. That's the word. It's just like heavy. I can't move it. But it is applying the pigment. It is doing what it's supposed to do. And I actually like this brush. I think this brush will be good on the outer corner for packing on color. Let's try that out. Yep. It's applying pigment very well. I'm going to go in with another color and deepen that outer V by patting, because I don't want hella fallout. Look how much pigment that picked up. Oh, so I'm going to place it first, and then I'll blend it out with the other brush, because this is not going to blend this the way I want it to blend. I just know by how fucking fat it is. So I'm going to go in with this small brush and start blending this out. I'm getting fallout. Bring that into the crease, not all the way in, just keeping it on the outer V. See these lines? The lines are harsh, so I will have to go over that with a better brush. But for applying the color, it's working very good. Also, when I'm blending the shadow is kind of like, it's like picking up the shadow. Like right here, it's like picking up the shadow as I try to blend it away. This shadow does not do that regularly. This is one of my everyday palettes that I use all the time. And I know it's the brush doing that because it never does that. So, yeah. It just looks like a thick, blotchy mess. I need to go and get some other brushes to fix this up. Give me just a second. Okay, so I just want to show you guys the difference versus like the brushes I use on the Sonia Kashuk from Sonia Kashuk, and then I went in with my Sigma E40 with the same colors and just kind of went in there and really try to fix up this mess. But you just see how it's more seamless versus when I was trying to blend with that other one and it just kind of did some bullshit. So I'm going to fix this eye up too. As much as I can, because I think the way it placed it, it just stuck. It put it on so heavy and it stuck and it doesn't want to move. And it's just, it looks yeah, it just looks patchy and whoa. So I know on the eye brushes already, just off of that right there, I'm going to try to pack some more. Well, I'm not going to pack more. I'm going to just go back in with that same brush and try to apply the color. But I'm not going to blend as much. Just kind of apply it. That highlight is Metro Boomin' want some more, nigga. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this little shader brush or like a smudge brush and apply color to the lid. It's picking up a lot of products. So let's see. I don't know why it's like giving me mad fallout with this brush. Like this shadow usually has a little fallout. Most metallic shadows do, but it's never this much. It's just like it's the brush is like just it's making the fallout worse. I can't explain it, but I'm telling y'all, like, whoa. Alright, you guys, so I fixed up the eyes the best way I could because those brushes were just not good. You guys see that my hair is on, so y'all know that it's getting close to the end of this video. I'm going to apply my lashes, and I will be applying the Niche Lash by Lux Lashes, and this applicator will be coming in lash kits. She will be providing lash kits on her website also, so if you struggle with lashes and application, these tweezers will be perfect for you. I will be doing a more detailed video on the product and what you get in the lash kit and all that good stuff. So be looking out for that, because I'll just pretty much probably do an updated lash application video and all of that together in one. So I'm applying the Niche Lash that I'm so proud of. I'm so glad you guys like them. The reaction you guys gave me in my last video really had me geeked. Okay, so I'm going to finish off the look with the lips because the brush set did come with a duo lip brush, so I'm going to try to use that. For my lips today, I'm going to go in with Photo by MAC. It's a really nice brown color. This is one of the first shades I ever bought from MAC. It's my baby. To finish off the lips, I'm going to go in with the new Taraji P. Henson Viva Glam Lip Gloss. And this is called, it's just Viva Glam Taraji P. Henson 2. This is her second collab with MAC. And I'm going to apply this to my hand and use the lip brush to apply it to my lips. This is what the lip brush looks like. Once again, this brush is very flimsy. That's pretty. Okay, you guys, so this is the end of this video for my review on the new Sonia Kashuk fall collection brush set. I don't like these brushes, y'all. They're very flimsy. They don't pick up a lot of product. They soak up a lot of product. They don't disperse the product the way I feel like a brush should disperse the product. I feel like maybe since they're not actually owned by Sonia Kashuk no more, maybe they are going with a different brush bristle or some kind of hair, because they just didn't really perform like most of my older Sonia Kashuk brushes do. Once again, I will link all of my Sonia Kashuk brush reviews in the description box, but I don't feel like these are just a necessity in your collection unless you just like the... Yeah, so if you really just aren't into Sonia Kashuk and the collection and the like the way they look, then I wouldn't go and get them. They're just not practical to me, and they just take a lot to make it look like this. I had to do a lot off camera. So yeah, that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments, and also in the comments let me know, how should I do my hair next? My birthday's coming up and I want something different. You guys know I've had all kind of styles of hair and wigs and everything like that, so I want to do something bold and different and just very niche XO. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see, and I'll see you in my next one.